Good morning and welcome to Diane's Healing Moment. Uh, Welcome back. It's Monday morning, and I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Um, were able to be with your family and relax a little and not be torn into the stresses of the week and what's ahead of you, but just really be able to relax and have fun with your children and family and partners. And whether it was in person because you live together or whether it was via technology because you're apart. And as for myself, I had to get some things done. I'm in New York, and we were declared that Sunday night we needed to stay in. So, unless it's essential that you actually go out because your job requires it, there's no need for you to be out and about. So, stood in lines to get odds and ends because, now it needed needed a cable for my computer because this is not the time not to have all the tools that you need to stay in communication. So, today I want to talk about what happens long term when things change and we're in the space of waiting for it to go back to normal. We then don't actually live in the moment because we're doing things, we're going through the processes, in the moment. We are doing what we need to do, but our brain is always in the future, and so we're really not 100% present. And that can cause anxiety because we're like, when is this going to be over already? And then, of course, the news keeps bombarding us with all this information, statistics, which are not pleasant. Regardless whether it's a reality or not, it is hard to take and hear. And so, what today I want to talk about is our, emotional state and where that goes, and how to possibly redirect some of that energy. And I also do Reiki and aromatherapy and raindrop technique, and of course, with not being able to see clients in addition to my coaching, so I do all of it. I can do the Reiki distance, and for those of you that have had distance Reiki, know that it actually works, and we're thankful for that. But there's another alternative as well, and that is aromatherapy with essential oils. The oils that I happen to use are Young Living, and so I wanted to start off with purification. Purification has a combination of several oils. It has citronella, lemongrass, rosemary, tea tree oil, myrtle, just to name a few, and it actually takes out all the smells of the environment if you diffuse it. It's also great to put a drop on a cotton ball and maybe put it in your sneakers. If you don't have a diffuser, you can boil some hot water and put it in, or you can put it on cotton balls and in the vents of your heater or air conditioner, depending on where you are in the world and what your temperature is currently. There's another great oil. It's Stress Away, which also has lime and cedar wood. It also has lavender and vanilla, and these are all fragrances that bring calm and tranquility to our well-being. And of course, I'm talking from experience, so this is my experience. When I find myself really stressed out, that is something that I try to diffuse for at least half an hour. And also, since I'm not always home and I'm not with a diffuser, I make these lovely bracelets that have lavender rock beads. Now, this one happens to be wood and also natural coral, but I do have some lava rock beads on it, and I just take 1 or 2 drops on each bead, and usually it lasts all day. So if I'm out and about or I encounter some people that are stressing me out, I generally just put my arm here and I'm able to have the fragrance in that moment. Another one, if you're have males in your home, is Mr. And that one also has sage and lavender and peppermint, and it's also really great, not only for your environment that it's uplifting, but it's also a great calmer. And then, of course, we have peppermint and lavender. And if you want to know what the difference is between the white label and the solid label, is that these are actually ingestible. So the peppermint you could put in hot water if you don't have any tea, or you could add it to your tea, and it just tastes really well. It's also a great pick me up. So if you feel a little sluggish, it will give you a boost. And then also lavender, of course, is very calming and also great. If it can be used for cooking, the French use lavender a lot for cooking, and it is also what I use it for myself, for my personal reason, is I'm a bruiser, so I can hit my hand against a doorway, a table, and instantly I will get a bruise. I put lavender on that bruise very gently, just one drop, that's all it takes, and it supports the process of healing. That has been my experience. And what I found was that when you have a bruise, usually it gets really dark and then it goes through the process of turning yellow, green, and gray and all those horrible colors. Well, that is eliminated. So the area is still sore. It's still painful if you were to touch it really hard, but it takes away all that discoloration. And then, of course, there is the pure cedar wood. Now, cedar wood is a calming oil. It is, an outdoorsy smell. So if you're more into nature, this is a great smell. And again, you can also put it on a cotton ball, put it in your vents, put it in a bowl of water, and stir it every once in a while if you're keeping it on your desk, if you don't happen to have a diffuser. So those are some things that you can do to take care of yourself during the day. Take 5 minutes, take a whiff. You can also put the oil on your palms, and then rub it 3 times, and just put your hands over cup your hands over your nose, and just inhale it. So that's my advice and my recommendation for today. As always, stay away from the news 24/7, not saying don't watch the news, but schedule it in. You know that the news is updated in the morning and the evening, so schedule it in. Don't turn on the TV first thing when you get up. Do a little meditation. Don't watch the news the last thing before you go to bed. Do a little meditation. Watch the news in between, when you can also be informed and be distracted. My name is Diane Pratt. I'm a transition and wellness coach and holistic healer. You can contact me via my email, which is listed. You can IM me to find out more information about aromatherapy, about managing your anger or managing your anxiety that may come up, or just even just your sadness and not sure. You're not sad, you're not angry, but you have this little cloud hanging over you and you're not quite sure how to get rid of it. So till next time, create a beautiful day, create a wonderful week, and a fabulous life.